This is KM Weiland, and you are listening to the 641st episode of the Helping Writers Become Authors podcast. Today's is a bit of a different episode, as I am excited to get to tell you about something I've been working on that is releasing today. All this summer, I have been working hard on a secret project that combines two of my favorite things, archetypes and guided meditation. And today I'm thrilled to announce I am releasing 6 Archetypal Character Guided Meditations. Based on these 6 transformational character arcs that I shared in my book, Writing Archetypal Character Arcs, these meditations are designed to help you access the deep symbolism of your own imagination. While it's true that reading about archetypes in a book or learning the structural beats of their arcs can be transformative, the true magic of archetypes is not found in reading someone else's definitions, but in tapping the symbolism in your own mind. These guided meditations will help you brainstorm new ideas for your stories, evoke the universal symbolism of archetypes, access your own unique relationship to all the archetypal arcs, journey through the structural beats of each archetypal journey, understand your characters at a deeper emotional level, and intuitively create intertwined plots, characters, and themes. So in creating these meditations, I wanted to share with all of you what has been for me one of the most fantastic imaginative tools I've ever used. I call it the dream zone, but basically it's just doing what writers do best, zoning out and daydreaming about our stories. The difference is that we're doing it consciously, and with the help of these guided meditations, you can access all the most important parts of each archetype from deep within your own imagination. So, what can you expect in the Archetypal Character Guided Meditations? There are 6 audio downloads of between 45 and 61 minutes in length, allowing you enough time to fully sink in to the experience. Each download offers one version with gentle background music to help you concentrate, and another version without music, so you can listen without distraction, or choose your own thematically appropriate playlist for inspiration. There's also a transcript of the audio recording, so you can reference the text and or use its questions as a workbook for further brainstorming. I've also included links to free resources for further study on all the appropriate archetypes, and a 25% off coupon for the ebook Writing Archetypal Character Arcs. However, it is not necessary to read the book in order to use the meditations. Each of the 6 meditations is sold separately, so you can choose which ones are most appropriate for your story. You can find the maiden, the hero, the queen, the king, the crone, and the mage. And I'm also offering all 6 in a discounted bundle that gives you one for free. So a few questions that you may be having. You may be asking, will these meditations be helpful if I'm a discovery writer or a pantser? Now, everyone's mileage will vary, of course, but one of my beta testers, Ed Conway, prefers the discovery approach to his writing, and he said, I'm naturally a pantser or discovery writer. The guided meditations you're offering are perfect for my writing approach. They have just the right amount of prompting without demanding precision and nailing things down. I don't know if you set out to make the perfect brainstorming aid for pantsers and discovery writers, but that is what you've accomplished. And on the flip side, will these meditations be helpful if you're an outliner? So if you're a regular around here, you know I'm a heavy-duty outliner myself. And I love using this meditative approach, obviously. My process is to dive into the dream zone for fresh right brain ideas, then take them with me into the more left brain space of plotting and piecing them all together into a cohesive whole. For me, a meditative exercise like this helps ensure my planning is never stale or overly mechanical. Ultimately, I want any story I write to be a partnership between my subconscious creativity and my conscious knowledge and logic. The guided meditations are designed specifically to help you accomplish this. So, what if you're not a visual thinker? Now, the meditations do focus on invitations to visualize your characters and story world. However, they also offer many questions that can be used as prompts without any need for visualization. Another of my beta testers was a non-visual thinker who found the experience successful in advancing his story. And this is probably my favorite question I've heard. Can I take the meditation for myself as well as my characters? And the answer is absolutely. Although I have designed the meditations specifically to help writers envision their characters, they can also be used for personal growth work. Just in taking an archetypal journey on behalf of your characters, you are necessarily taking it for yourself at some level too. But you can certainly use the meditation specifically to access your own personal relationship to any of the archetypes. Maria Miller, another of my beta testers, told me, I liked the way you invited people to use the archetype meditation for themselves as well as their writing and their story. One has to be diligent in improving oneself to do one's characters justice. Meditation can provide epiphanies and insights that take that quest one step further. I can see it helping book and reader grow together. In my experience, archetypes can help you write stories that tap the depths of the human experience. More than that, any encounter with an archetype has the true potential to catalyze change and growth in your life. So whether you're listening for your characters or yourself, this potent combination of archetypal wisdom and subconscious imagination can take everything you understand about stories and life to the next level. So, if you're ready to start dancing with some archetypes, you can learn more about each archetype and the bundle of 6 by visiting my website. This week, the post that's at the top of the homepage is in correlation to this, and you can find all the links. If you're listening to this later on, then just look for the store link in the top toolbar, and it will guide you to the archetypes. And since this is a launch, what would a launch be without a prize giveaway? So this week, which is September 25th through the 1st of October, I am giving away a Remarkable 2 tablet. And according to their site, you can replace your notebooks and printouts with the only tablet that feels like paper. All your handwritten notes, to-dos, PDFs, and ebooks perfectly organized and in one place. I love this as a giveaway for this launch, since journaling all your brand new ideas is the perfect next step after listening to the Archetypal Character Guided Meditations. To enter, visit my website. Again, it's the top post, and scroll down to the widget that is at the bottom of the post. Winners will be announced Monday, October 2nd, via email and also on Instagram. And finally, I just want to send out a huge thank you to my beta testers for this project, Joseph Nastansky, Ed Conway, Maria Miller, Kane Gonzalez, Osvaldo de Leon Jr., Beverly Goldfarb, and Kirsten Prophet Olson. You were all invaluable in helping me prepare to share these meditations. Thank you so much for your keen eyes and ears. And good luck to everyone who's entering the drawing. Have fun. Thank you for helping me celebrate the launch of the Archetypal Character Guided Meditations. Happy dreaming and happy writing. If you'd like to be part of the word player community over on my site and join in the conversation on this subject, be sure to stop by the website at helpingwritersbecomeauthors.com. You can always find a transcript of the most recent podcast and add your voice to the discussion by visiting the first post on the site's homepage. And don't forget that if you're looking for an older post, you can always find those by putting the podcast title in the search field at the top of the right-hand column. If you enjoyed this podcast, you can subscribe on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Amazon Music, or whatever your favorite podcast platform may be. And if you'd like to do something to support helping writers become authors, it always means a ton if you're able to leave just a quick rating or review on your site of choice. Also, many thanks to those who support my work on Patreon. Your patronage helps make helping writers become authors and its many resources available to writers everywhere. If you're interested in becoming a patron, you can find out more at patreon.com/KMWeiland. Thank you so much for listening to the Helping Writers Become Authors podcast, and be sure to check back again next week.